Hello everybody. So this is what letter is this? L of the hashtag ABC April 2026 challenge. I'm going to make some luggage tags. So this is my prototype. It's a little bit rough. Hopefully I've refined it a little bit. It's got a window. And I have made a card and slid that in. I now can't get that out to show you, but we will be making some. I think it's come out really good. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. This I'm hoping goes slightly better, but I'm not mad at it. I think for a first attempt, and I've made it up as I've gone along. I literally had a vision and went with it. I'm sure I'm not the first person to make something like this. I am sure other people have made them. I haven't seen them. So this is my version. There may be an easier way of doing it. I'm sure that you could just cut a window out of one piece, but I wanted to do the separate pieces and sort of cover them with some fabric. I just used some of this because I have a load of it in different colours. And it was just my vision. So I've pre-covered all of these. I used my glue gun just because I wanted something that would dry quick and I wouldn't have to wait for it. Yeah, I just didn't want to be patient. I have done, so on this first one they were all the same length, which is fine, except it was a little tall, so I had to trim the corners, which then left me with a rough corner. So I just put a little bit more fabric over it. I didn't love it, the effect. So this time I have done two longer ones for up the edge, with a smaller one that is going to go something like that. So it will go on our tag, which we will cover. Something like so. And I think maybe actually I might need to trim some more. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to. Do I need like so? Something like that. So like that end's raw, so that end will go in there. Like that. That's my vision. So first thing we need to do is cover these bases. I have picked out some paper I want to cover them in. I'm not sure it necessarily goes with the grey. I might have picked a different thing, but I don't have any more of this exact colour, which matched perfectly with the fabric, but we roll. So I haven't switched this on yet. This is still cold. I'm only going to use it for the windowy section and gluing that down. So I'm going to move my things off to the side. When I lose them in a bit and I can't find them because they're clear, please shout at me. I'll move these off to the side. Don't need those yet. Move that to the side. This is the where the papers come from. There's some lovely sort of colours to these papers. Very grungy, I think. I don't often lean towards grunge. Don't get me wrong, I ink up my projects and whatnot, but I tend to go for something just a little, I don't know, stereotypically girly, I think. Right. I will need to trim those further, but what I'm going to do is glue to one side, and then I'll go and glue all the one sides, and then trim them, and then I'll glue the other side, and then trim them again. Glue stick. Glue book? Where's my glue book gone? It's hiding from me. Where have you gone? Okay. Where are you? Seriously? I'm sure I was using it yesterday. Where are you? No, but seriously. Does anybody else feel like they're going crazy sometimes? Okay, we'll just go with it. We'll just get glue all over his desk. It'll turn up as soon as I finish recording. Right. That's one. Let's try. If we can line it up on two edges, that's just a little bit less cutting work to do. Go and fold that. Just see, make sure we try and get a good. Ooh, can we still slide it a little? It'll do. I think this paper's a little bit more green than I thought it was. Hair? Who would like some of my hair? I think I am molting, you know. So this is just some Amazon packaging I've cut into tag shapes. I think this one I actually got some Happy Meal in. It was from the lovely Judy when she sent me the tea dye papers, well, coffee dye papers. She decorated up the package lovely. Let's get that one down. That one went on a bit better. I left myself just a little room at the bottom. I am filming this ahead of schedule. I'm trying to get ahead of it instead of filming on the day and posting, because I'm back to work tomorrow. I'm sure I've mentioned it. I work in a primary school. This week has been the Easter holiday. So it's been nice to have the week off. I don't feel like I've made the most of it though, getting ahead with the filming. So these last couple of days I'm trying to really sort of get a wriggle on a little bit. Now I have had a little thought that perhaps I could put some journaling space on the back. But then when I was thinking about it, I changed my mind. I actually think they wouldn't be great. I mean, to be fair, this is really sturdy, so you could absolutely, you could put a piece of tea or coffee dye paper, some lime paper, whatever tickles your fancy. And that's not quite straight, is it? No, that's stuck down now. It is what it is. It's fine, it's gonna have it'll be fine. Right. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I was actually going to use the more brown side, you know, but too late now. I could use the more brown side on the back because that's going to be more visible. I think let's just go better with. I don't think it really makes any difference. Maybe that one. Whatever. I'm stressing. Right, I am going to trim these up and then back the other side and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Right, I have cut them, I have inked them. This one, obviously, either I cut the paper too narrow or the tag is ever so slightly wide. And it's on both sides, so I think possibly the tag's ever so slightly wider than the others. But it'll be fine, we're not going to stress about it. So they're ready, so let's turn that on. Next step will be forming the front and the window. So we're going to place a piece on each. Then we're going to need 2 long ones. 2 long ones. That's a short one. That's a long one. And 2 short ones on each. So this bit's rather easy. So obviously you're not going to be able to see the acetate very well, but it's covered in fluff. Oh, that's even worse. It's very static, isn't it? So we will create our border around the window. Is that? Like so. This window is actually going to be too tall now because I can trim it down after, it's fine. I made these based on the measurement before I trimmed these down, so based on this measurement, but then obviously that was too tall. So if we make sure it's right to the edge, then I can just trim that bit off the top. We might just need to go over it with the nail file. I don't want to trim it down and them not be big enough. Got the fear. As long as it's 3.5 inches, it'll definitely be big enough. Because that's at 4, so if we trim it to 3.5, because that's just going to be a better edge rather than me cutting it all jagged with the scissors. Are we warm enough yet? Let's see. I'm going to start with a long piece down the corner. Yes, we are warm enough. Ooh. Don't drop it. Start in the corner. Stick that down. I will absolutely be covered in glue by the time I've done this. I always end up covered in glue gun. Right, and then we want a short one there and a short one there with a cut end edging into there. Make sure we've got enough glue on to secure it without dropping it. Line that up, get it down quick enough that the glue's not dry. Straight would have been awesome, but not essential apparently. So perhaps it would just be better to trim it after, because I'm going to have to trim it anyway. You never know, I might get it right one of these times. Oop. I always think I'm going to drop the glue gun off the desk because of the way it sort of pulls and it like springs it back. Let's move that out of the way. And that. And then give it in that end first. Oh no, sugar. It stuck to my nail. Right. That's one. Let me just sort of melt that in so it's not like a glob of glue. It obviously doesn't look amazing, but it's better than having that lump of glue though. And then that will go on there. I'll just trim that. We'll trim them after. Right, make the frames first, trim them after. That's one. Maybe I should use my tweezers to do this. Sorry, I completely took that off camera, didn't I? That one can go like so. Off camera again. That one's gonna go there, and then the long one down there. I think I'm on a roll. Maybe. I think actually picking the piece of acetate up I'm finding easier than trying to do it down on the desk. That's ink all over my hands, by the way, from inking the edges of the tags. I'll probably go wash them once I finish gluing this because I am getting glue everywhere. Oh gosh. Oh, and that's absolutely not straight. That one's going to have a wonky window. That's the only trouble with hot glue. There's not really very much wiggle room. Can I? I wonder if I can. No, it's just going to have a wonky window. Oh, I don't like that. Is it possible? Oh. Just scrape it off. Or at least let's just re-stick it down. Most of it's not seen anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't want to make the acetate up too much. I want to melt the acetate. Right, I'll finish these up and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have trimmed them. I have stuck these two on. Guess what? On the last one, I used my tweezers and it was so much easier. If only I'd have done that in the first place, eh? So, just got this last one to glue on. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I'm sure. You don't need me to explain it to you, but I shall anyway. Glue down 3 sides. Because it's hot glue, going to work quite quickly because you don't want it to dry before you get it down. And then simply push it into place. And voila, there is your pocket. So, I haven't prepared myself to start these. I should do that. So we are now going to make the cards to slide in, which are going to be like little identification cards with a little people. We've all got a little boy, so I think we'll go maybe the mum, maybe a dad. I don't know if I've got any little girls. Oh yes I do. We'll do a whole family. Right, I will go prepare my cards and be right back. Okay, I'm back again. I feel like I've done naught but pause this video. I have cut out and covered with just some craft paper, some packaging paper from a parcel. I have selected the pictures I want and cut them and just inked around the edges a little. So the first thing I think I'm going to do, because I did this one on some different paper, and I think this packaging paper just looks a little bit clean and a bit just feel like it needs a little something. I do need to keep these in front of these tags though, because I've cut them to size to fit in that pocket, because somehow all the pockets are slightly different. Right. That'll do. Clean that off. Put that there. Next, we have got identification. Oh no, I didn't want that one. I wanted black. Put the lid back on there. Oh, there's teeny tiny little black. Just check that's. Yep. Right, oh. Glue your picture on. So I don't want it too near the top because that's going to sit under the thing, and I don't want it too near the edges because I don't want it to tuck under. So turn that off. Don't need that still on. About there, I think. I shall need these again. Right. Identification. I haven't put it on there straight, so I'll just try and make sure it's straight on there. Oh, stick them all down, Carla. That'd be dangerous if I had a brain today. That's that. And right, identification. Is that still the right way? No, it's now upside down. Right way, yes. Identification. And dad. Identification. Clean that off. And then we want ticket number. I think that's that one. Ticket number. Ticket number. I like it. So we've done them. Next, destination. Does everybody else's brain want to break out into song constantly? 'Cause as soon as I said destination, my brain went, destination unknown. Destination. These are all from different stamp sets. That's why I've got them all out, so that I won't rummaging and taking forever. I'll then just go back through and put them all back. And I think I'm going to change it from the last one. I want just the edge of that to be my ticket number. Oh, that wasn't very good. That one was better. Right. Okay, and then I have a date stamp. Oh, Berlin. They're off to Berlin, these work. Berlin. 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 I think these are actually like post stamps, but I've got a little plain. And mum. Right, and then here's like the little, I know it's supposed to be for like mail, but it just felt right when I was doing it yesterday. Or the other day. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before when I did my little trial run. And then something I didn't put on this one, I have a date. Which I think I'm going to put just there. Quite like that. I think that's it. I just need to write my name. So this guy I called J Smith. So this is obviously Mr. Smith. So what? She can be W Smith. W Smith. It could be William. He can be John. This lady can be Mary. M. Smith. M. Smith. And what about this young lady? She can be R. Or Rebecca Smith. There. And then all we need to do, pop them in there. In you go. They are a very snug fit. Edward Grin. Come on now. Well, I think it's not going to fall out, don't we? Let's try with some tweezers. Nearly. She's nearly in. Close enough. See if Dad goes in any easier. Oh, he did look. He slid straight in. And little Rebecca. She slid straight in too. Right. So I just need holes in the top. And a bit of something through the hole. Put them stamps off to the side. Hole punch. That's a little one. Big one. Oh. That's 1, 2, 3. Shall we use this the same as the other one? Scissors. Pull that through. Could have probably done with making that a little longer actually. You've plenty of it, don't be tight. Any little bits that are left you can use in clusters. you will find a use for them. They will not be wasted. That's better. And it's just easy to tie when it's longer, isn't it? Oh, the heavens have opened. Fabulous. I mean, it's good for the grass, isn't it? I feel like this is actually a different, this one's a little bit, it's more blue grey into it. That one's a very blue, but never mind. Do we want to swap it out? Are we that bothered? Not particularly. Oh, it's really coming down. Hopefully it's a shower and it doesn't stick, because I do need to pop out. And I don't drive. So it would be nicer if it was dry. If I'm honest, I might put it off until another day if it carries on. It's really coming down. And that cloud looks to stretch a ways. I can't see the end of it, let's put it that way. And I can see quite a ways out of my window. Yeah, it's just getting heavier. Oh, I don't know why I'm giving you a running commentary on the weather. Right, I'll trim these down. There, I will trim those at some point. So there you have it. L is for luggage tags. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you check out the hashtag to see lots of other videos from myself and many other creators. Thank you very much.